In this video, we will write variations of conditional statements, which will be called the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive of a conditional statement. So we have an original conditional statement, which is an if-then statement, if P, then Q. And here's an example in that form. If I am in Chicago, then I am in Illinois. The converse of that statement is the if-then statement you get when you reverse P and Q, and you get if Q, then P. So the converse of if I am in Chicago, then I am in Illinois is going to be if I am in Illinois, then I am in Chicago. So we still have an if-then statement where we start with if and then is in the middle. So we still have that same format, but we reversed the first statement and the second statement. So P, I am in Chicago, moved to the end, and Q, I am in Illinois, moved to the front. So we just flipped those two statements around. The inverse doesn't reverse the statements, but it negates them both. So both P and Q get negated. So comparing this to our original statement, if P then Q, we keep P in the front and Q in the as the second part, but they both get negated. So the inverse of that original statement, if I'm in Chicago, then I'm in Illinois, is if I am not in Chicago, then I am not in Illinois. So we kept the same if-then format. We kept P in the front, but we negated it. So not P. And then the second part is instead of I am in Illinois, I am not in Illinois. So both P and Q got negated, but they stayed in the same order as the original statement. And then our last one, the contrapositive, we both reverse P and Q and we negate them both. So the contrapositive of the original statement would be if I am not in Illinois, then I am not in Chicago. So the order was reversed, not Q goes in the front, and they both get negated. Not P is the second part. Now, let's think about the truth value of these statements. If I take the original statement, if I am in Chicago, then I am in Illinois, well, that's a true statement because since Chicago is in Illinois, if you're in Chicago, then you're in Illinois. Pause the video and think about the rest of the statements and whether they might be true or false, and do you think they're equivalent to that original statement? So take a minute to think about each of those. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to consider these. The converse, if I am in Illinois, then I am in Chicago, that statement is false. Just because you're in Illinois doesn't mean you're in Chicago. You might be in Illinois and not be in Chicago. You might be in Elk Grove Village. So that's a false statement, which means it's not going to be equivalent to the original conditional statement. The next one, the inverse, if I'm not in Chicago, then I'm not in Illinois. Well, just because you're not in Chicago doesn't mean you're not in Illinois. If you are currently in Elk Grove Village, you are not in Chicago, but you are in Illinois. So that's another false statement. And the last one, the contrapositive, if I'm not in Illinois, then I'm not in Chicago. That one's going to be true because if you're in another state other than Illinois, you might be in Wisconsin, you're definitely not going to be in Chicago because Chicago's in Illinois. So that one's true. If you make a truth table with the original conditional, its converse, its inverse, and its contrapositive, you will see that the original conditional statement is equivalent to the contrapositive. And we know that because their truth tables have identical truth values. And then the converse and the inverse are not the same as the conditional and the contrapositive, but they are the same as each other. So the converse and the inverse are equivalent to each other. And thinking ahead to the final exam, make sure that you know these vocab words, converse, inverse, and contrapositive, and what they do to the original if-then statement. You will be expected to take an if-then statement, like if I'm in Chicago, then I'm in Illinois, and form the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive. So the parts that I've highlighted up here, I would say should probably be in your notes. And it wouldn't hurt to include an example.